DSP Tries It.
Hello and welcome to another edition of DSP Tries It. Phil here, and this item that we're trying literally was just added to the menu this week at Arby's. Now in the past I've tried some of their various sandwiches before in relation to the brisket product that they offer, right? Brisket is supposed to be a certain cut of beef that's prepared it's prepared a certain way. They slow roast it all day, so it's supposed to give it a tender flavor, unlike just normal, say, roast beef. They have a standard smokehouse brisket sandwich at Arby's. I believe earlier this year we tried a different kind. It was like a smokehouse turkey prepared the same way as the brisket, supposedly. Today we're trying a smokehouse brisket and bacon flatbread. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I was intrigued because I was like, I don't necessarily think brisket, right? Slow cooked beef and flatbread, I don't think they even really go together. And I was very intrigued because they had this, and they also had a new one, a jalapeno version of the brisket. But that just looks like their standard brisket sandwich with jalapenos and maybe like crispy onions or something on it. So I wanted something a lot different. We're going to try this out. I'm going to be honest with everyone. When I brought this home and I saw the size of it, look, here's my hand. It's not even as big as my hand, so it looks kind of small, okay? The price of this sandwich is $5.50 United States denomination. So it's more expensive than a typical large sandwich you would get at, say, a fast food burger joint, all right? It really is. So the question is, what is in it that warrants that price tag, and is it really worth that, considering that it looks like it's not very big? Let's see here. So it looks like it's on a standard flatbread style pita. It's a little bit of a thicker pita. Okay, let's rotate this around and take a look and see what you actually get on this guy. You've got, looks like lettuce and tomato. I don't know if that's mayonnaise. I'll taste it in a second. I do see some bacon, and you see there's the brisket, the slow cooked brisket meat. And it looks like there's also some kind of a sauce. So maybe that's some kind of a special barbecue sauce or brisket sauce. I'm not sure. I want to see if this is mayo. Hold on. Yes, it is indeed 100% mayo. So you're going to get a mix of mayo and barbecue with lettuce, tomato, and brisket with a few pieces of bacon for $5.50. I'm already kind of skeptical. Now, if you remember, the last time I tried the brisket sandwich at Arby's, it was very dry. And that's not how brisket is supposed to be. Slow cooked, yes. Dry, no. So let's see. Let's see how this turns out. I'm giving it a second shot. I'm hoping it's not as dry as the last time that I had it at there. You can actually see, look, the barbecue is kind of dribbling down the side there. So what I'll actually do is I'll take a bite. It looks like there's some kind of cheese, too, melted cheese on it right there. Okay. Well, the pita is good. The pita is warm and fluffy. It's not dried out. The meat is more tender than the last time I had their brisket. That's a positive. But I'll be honest, all I could really taste is salt and a little bit of the meat flavor. I didn't taste any bacon. I didn't taste any veggies at all. What I'm going to try to do is bite the other end here that has some cheese. I definitely tasted the cheese that time. Just regular cheese, by the way. It's nothing special. And it was okay here. Let me take a sip. And this next bite is definitely going to have everything in it. Looks like we'll have bacon. We'll have the lettuce and tomato. So let's see how that is. That by far was the best bite, because I got a little of everything. I could taste the barbecue mixed with the mayo, lettuce, tomato, a little bit of bacon, and the meat. That was good. But number one, I can tell you right now, look, it's already dribbling all over, so it's a messy thing because it's in a pita. I have to question, does this belong in a pita, you know? And it is heavy. It's a heavy for a sandwich. I'm assuming this is the same portion of meat they would put onto the beef brisket sandwich, but when you're putting it on the sandwich, you're putting this big hefty roll to hold. Look at this. It's already kind of starting. It's starting to rip here. It's starting to fall apart. I have to think that by the time I'm halfway through this, it's going to be a mess, you know? It's good. I'll say this. The flavor is actually there. The flavor of the brisket, a little bit of bacon, lettuce, tomato, good. The cheese, good. But for me, two things I don't like about it. That it's in this pita. I would rather have it on a big bun. And also the fact that it's $5.50, you know? $5.50 for a pita that's messy. Nah, I would say maybe between $3 and $4 would be a better price point, but of course they're using the expensive brisket meat, so that's probably why it's so expensive. I don't know. I think my personal preference, brisket remains or belongs on a bun, so it's less messy, and you feel like you're getting a more hearty. That's the thing. The pita isn't filling, right? A hearty bun is. So when you're paying that, you're filling yourself with bread and meat. Here it is just like whatever's on the inside, and you know, after eating this $5.50 thing, is it filling enough to make you feel like you had a whole meal? I don't know. Some people might not say that. So I'm going to give the Arby's Smokehouse Beef Brisket and Bacon Flatbread, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. Kind of down the middle. Look already, as I said, look, it's already falling apart where my thumb was. So I can tell you by the time I get through this, it's probably going to be dilapidated and falling apart as I expected. And it's really why. It's not flavor. Flavor, it's on par. It's good. It doesn't belong in a flatbread, in my opinion. And look, there you go. Tomato fell out. And it's too expensive for what it is. It should be a lot cheaper because it is on the flatbread. That's my opinion. All right. But the meat's a lot more juicy than last time I had the brisket at Arby's, which is a good thing. So that's it for this edition of DSP Tries It. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.